The Toyota Celica, it's been gone from the world. Rest in peace. For about 20 years, 2006 is the last model year. It hasn't been quiet on the Celica lately. Check this out. In Toyota's YouTube anime, they previewed their upcoming lineup. Yes, we had the next-gen Supra, a next-gen Celica, a next-gen mid-engine MR2. That's pretty exciting as well. A next-gen GR86 and the GR-GT3. We're going to go over the latest update for the Celica. We have, or if you're Canadian, it's Celica. We have official announcement now from Toyota executives that the Celica is coming back for an 8th generation. And how fitting is it that Best Car Web that's been saying, hey, the Celica is coming back. It's coming back. This is what to expect. We'll go over those things to expect later on in this video. But look at this. They get confirmation. Of course, they have media there at these events, these racing events where Toyota is testing new technology. And of course, Akio Toyoda, a motorsports fan, and we have so much to thank Akio Toyoda for, but of course he's at all these events. We have him to thank for the resurrection of the Supra, the resurrection as we look at Michael Kors shoes, let me get that out, the resurrection of the GR86, and now he's resurrecting more storied and iconic sports car nameplates. MR2 coming back, but this article is about the Celica. And we'll also talk about the next generation GR86 in this video. Guys, if you're excited about a next generation Celica MR2 and a new elite sports car called the GR-GT3, smash the heck out of that like button. We are making the Celica. So let's get into this. November 23rd. So I'm a couple days late on this. I've known about it for a few days, but you guys keep messaging me about it saying, hey, when are you going to talk about this? So here I am. I'm going to talk about this at the Rally Japan. Akio Toyoda. Again, we have him to thank for these sports cars. Now he's chairman now. He brought the GR Yaris in. He brought the Supra back. He brought the GR Corolla in. He did the GR86. He did all that when he was CEO. All right. Now he's just chairman. So actually he can possibly pull more strings as chairman working behind the scenes. He has more time to dedicate just to more motorsports now. Anyways, Best Car asked Akio Toyoda, are you making the Celica? And Akio says, I can't answer that, but there's an executive here. So go ask him. Akio is the chairman. He's no longer executive, so he doesn't want to say anything. He just likes delegating, right? He doesn't want the spotlight anymore. He's done with that. Well, to an extent, right? I think he still likes it. But he pointed to Executive Vice President for Product, Yuki Nakajima, who is standing next to the stage. And Vice President Nakajima answered, we're making the Celica. It's done. It's a wrap. All this teasing, there doesn't need to be any more teasing, which I'm sure we'll get teasers like Easter eggs, possibly still, but definitely like, oh, here's the headlight of the new Celica. Oh, here's a little picture of the engine bay stuff. We'll still get that before they officially reveal it. All right. Speaking of official reveal, it should be next year. I think the fact that they're talking about it right now probably means we're about a year away. All right. At least from reveal. I don't know about availability. Rally Japan 24 is being held in Aichi Prefecture and Gifu Prefectures from November 21st to November 24th. As staged at Toyota Stadium, the base of the event. Vice President Nakajima announced the start of development, saying, to be honest, there is no sign of it right now. However, there are many people within the company who are eagerly awaiting the Celica. So I wonder if it's okay to say this in a public forum, but we are doing the Celica. Nakajima also went on to say they haven't said when it'll be released, so it could be next year. Take what you want from that, but I think it'll be announced next year. Now, they went on to ask these executives, what will the next generation GR86 engine be like? Will it be turbo? Will it be front rear? Have they started developing yet? Of course they've started developing it yet. All that they said was that they're working on a lot of things, mainly on the circuit. Akio Toyoda jumped in and said, I really don't understand. This is a question from Best Car. I think I should ask an executive officer. And he passed the microphone back to Nakajima. Nakajima said earlier this year, Akio Toyoda said his favorite engines are not Toyota engines. It's the boxer engine from Subaru or the rotary engine from Mazda. And so Toyota's like, oh, we can't let down Chairman Toyota. So they've been developing engines. Now, I think they've been developing these engines way longer than just the start of 2024, where Tokyo Auto Salon revealed that Akio prefers the other Japanese engines. But in regards to their new engines, they're going to make an engine that Marizo, aka Akio Toyota, will want to leave behind, a legacy of new engines that Akio Toyota will be very, very proud of. I think it's a lock that the next-gen GR86 will be rear-wheel drive. We still don't know exactly what engines. We've heard 1.6-liter three-cylinder turbo. That might be too expensive of an engine. I think what they might do, you see the 2-liter turbo here, that's way too powerful for the next gen GR86. I think what they're going to do is take the new 1.5-liter, they're going to turbo that, and we're going to see that new 1.5 turbo engine on Lexus models, on Toyota models. We'll see it possibly debut for the first time, and then next gen Harrier / Venza. The Venza discontinued here. So this engine is 100% coming. The turbocharged engine, we won't have to wait very long for. In fact, we will see the naturally aspirated version of this engine in the next gen Corolla, and hybridized versions and plug-in hybrid versions connected to this same 1.5-liter engine as well. So I don't know. I think the 1.5-liter with around 200 horsepower is where they want the GR86 to be. They don't want to give it 300 horsepower with the GR Corolla engine, for example. All right, it would make the GR86 too expensive, and it needs to be simple. It needs to be affordable. I don't think a Boxer engine will find its way back in there. And I think full development of this new 86 will be on Toyota's camp. But let's get back to the Celica. Don't want to get too much off pace or off topic. 400 horsepower, that's what's rumored for the new Celica. Now, the Celica used to be affordable, but here's the thing. Their sports car lineup is so vast now. You're going to have a flagship, the GR GT3. You're going to have entry level with the new GR86. I guess we could just pull up this is the flagship. Then underneath that is the Supra. Well, we don't know actually a lot about a next-gen Supra. All right, so this is quite interesting. But we've heard a lot about the next-gen Celica and MR2 sharing the new 2-liter turbo, both being 4-wheel drive, using the GR4 all-wheel drive system from the GR Corolla, except getting an extra 100 horsepower from a larger, more powerful engine. So you have just so many sports cars here. They can't all be priced the same. I think the GR GT3, if it's available in the United States, I mean, for sure it will be sold as a Lexus LFR as well. So I don't know if we'll see the GR GT3 available in a Toyota dealership stateside. It'll be interesting. But okay, so that's flagship. Below that is going to be Supra and MR2. Below that is Celica, and then the entry level is still going to be the GR86. And I hope they don't hybridize it. I don't want them to hybridize it. It's just going to add weight and complexity. This vehicle, the GR86, needs to be simple, affordable, and not too powerful. The Celica and the MR2 can take it to 400 horsepower. Now, there's also, what we're hearing is that there's no hybridization on the docket for the Celica or MR2. The Supra, we're hearing, is going to take that 2-liter 4-cylinder and hybridize that. And so we're probably talking potentially 500 horsepower. But the GR GT3 is supposed to have a twin-turbo V8. So, and they can hybridize that and plug-in hybrid that as well. I think this would be a cool vehicle for them to showcase solid-state batteries in a hybrid. Ancient technology with engines and turbos. Mate this with a solid-state battery in the GR GT3. It could be something truly special. Some of the sports cars, the MR2, the Starlet, which we won't get here, SFR, which I don't think they're going to revive. It would be exciting to have, but it's probably, I mean, if it does come, it's like the Starlet, it's likely a Japanese exclusive for the JDM market. But here's a side profile of the Celica. When I look at it, obviously it's a coupe. Is it going, I mean, the front styling, they're expecting it to be very Camry-like, but I don't want it to be Camry size just with 2 doors. I don't want it to be like a Solara. I want it to be on the C platform, which the Corolla is based off of. I want in the Prius and a few other vehicles, right? But the Corolla Cross, the Prius, those are some of the best-selling models, the CHR on that C platform. I want the Celica to be on the C platform, and it should replace the GR Corolla, the GR Yaris in theory. Now the GR Yaris is a little bit smaller than this, but the Starlet in theory is also replacing that vehicle. So I want it to be small. I want it to be lightweight. I don't want it to be Camry sized, but time will tell. It seems like Toyota sports cars that we have right now are small and lightweight. They didn't make them too big. The GR GT3 will be big though. That is for sure, with a super long hood on it. All right, they gotta have a bigger vehicle to stuff a big V8 in there. Not that big. It's supposed to be 4 liters, but with all the plumbing and the turbos in there, they need a lot of engine bay capacity. But anyways, I got to shut it down there. I could talk about the Celica and the upcoming sports cars from Toyota for a long time. It's great that Toyota, especially Akio, this wouldn't be happening without Akio. None of these sports cars would be happening without Akio. It's his vision, his passion that has led Toyota to give one last hurrah into internal combustion sports cars out of Japan and make them feel special, make them more relevant than ever before, with emissions regulations, with EVs being mandated, with hybrids essentially being the norm nowadays. Okay, let's give sports cars from Japan a send off, and that's what Akio is trying to do to the best of his ability as chairman and former CEO of Toyota Motor Corp. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribed. We will have an official announcement on the Celica. Maybe they do the MR2 at the same time, probably in the next year. And a little background, next month, actually in just a few weeks, I'm heading to Fort Lauderdale for a local Toyota event. There's going to be some cool stuff there for me to give you guys. Nothing new, nothing too crazy, but some more hands-on. There'll be a few vehicles for me to play with there. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves and peace.